Yo, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are you doing, Ken?
Good, man. I'm well. It's very cold.
It's freezing. Both of us in our jackets.
Literally, yeah, I know, mate. It's been a weird week this week in terms of like, sorry, we're being so stereotypical here, talking about the weather.
Yeah,
but man, it's been deadly. It's been snowing where you are.
It was cold. Yeah. It was like -6 or something, wasn't it? At one point.
God, I know. I can't handle it, dude. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, man. I hate the cold as well, but it was my missus's birthday on, what day was it? Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I had to go out for a walk with her in the morning, and when it was like -3, and actually it was a really nice day, to be fair. It was like one of them days where it was really cold, but the sun was out and everything.
Oh,
so
them ones, yeah. I like those though. They're nice. As long as you wrap it up, nice and crispy and clear.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and the little pond in Clapham Common was all like frozen over and everything.
Really?
Wow. Yeah, I know.
Beautiful.
It was crazy.
Nice, my dudes. So, I mean, markets this week. Trying to think what's actually gone on. Okay, I mean, right at the start of the week is risk appetite, pretty much, wasn't it? Risk appetite, riskier currency, stocks rallying quite nicely.
Yeah, dollar selling off.
Yeah. What was the crack?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was like last Friday we had NFP numbers, wasn't it? And it wasn't as good as it did.
Yeah.
And then we've had, we still got the dovish Fed expectations and all that kind of stuff. And we had Powell speaking this week. That was quite a big event. Mm-hmm. So dovish. My God, he is the most dovish man in the world.
He was very dovish. He made it out. That was his mission there. He did not hold back at all. Saying obviously employment still far away from where it needs to be, and inflation, so on and so forth. So a lot of more QE and loose monetary policies to stay, right?
Yeah.
So, I think one thing for me this week, right, in terms of the markets and the dollar, I think there's been this sort of, I say, a bit of a tug of war, right? Because I believe markets are battling between whether is this fiscal stimulus going to be good for the US? Bolstering the economy, right? It will be. Vaccines pretty much picking up decent pace in the US as well, in comparison to some other economies.
Yeah.
So is this all good for the dollar, right? Or is it negative? I think there's been a bit of tug of war on that front.
Yeah, agreed, completely agreed. And also, just something to add to that, if you look at other asset classes, like looking at stocks and crude oil and stuff, they rallied so much.
Exactly.
But in the last couple of days, they've been stalling a bit just because, they've come so far and people are getting a little bit worried that they might have come too far.
Yes.
So them stalling is kind of helping the dollar in a way as well. So yeah, like you say, man, it's just a tug of war. It's just a lot of consolidation in this market at the moment.
Yeah, agreed. Where do you think this, because it's been quite a bit of consolidation. Look, if you look at like riskier currencies, riskier FX in general, like GBP is obviously the outperformer. We'll talk about GBP in a moment, but the dip, like we are gradually grinding higher, but it's not, there isn't, we've been consolidating for quite some time, really, like, since January. When and where could the breakout come, do you think? Like really solid committed moves again, like we saw at the back end of last year, that dollar weakness? Where do you think it could come?
I mean, in my mind, the scenario that could play out potentially could be something like this. So imagine we consolidate for like another month or two, but then we start to see really, really good news about the pandemic. Like imagine we get to a point where like 50% of all the adults have been vaccinated, and now you see deaths just like completely dropping like a stone. And then countries really starting to talk about going back to normal and really starting to take steps to go back to normal. And I can imagine this happening in the US and the UK, like before summer, like taking those big steps back towards normality. And then I think we could see another risk on. And I think that could be negative for the dollar. But yeah, we're going to.
I feel you on that. Yeah, I was saying something similar actually to the members, exactly pretty much what you were saying there. That at some point the global optimism will outweigh and, start to put some pressure on the greenback. And then obviously, I think we discussed it last week as well. The FOMC is still will be many steps behind other major central banks. So it'll still put the dollar on the back foot. Yeah. Okay. It seems like, look, GBP, man, I'm just looking at it now. Still, like today, we're actually up. It's the only thing up versus the dollar, really, and it's actually holding decent gains versus JPY. And man, UK really in a good position. Like the Bank of England last week were quite optimistic as well. I checked like money markets, negative rates have been just further priced out.
Yeah. Are they completely gone now?
No, not completely gone. It's just been pushed back again, like pushed back further. So
they should be completely gone, if you ask me. Like they're not going to go negative rates. I think they're definitely not going to go negative rates. So
no, I don't think so. But then, yeah, I guess this depends. Like, you know, because really we are still vaccinating, and you know, you got to think as well. Come March, the UK. So this is interesting. The UK Treasury has still not said. Well, Rishi Sunak has still not said whether there's going to be an extension of that furlough scheme, because come March, I guarantee there's still going to be, because it ends March, there's still going to be a lot of businesses that times are so delicate. You can't start. You can't start just completely pushing that away now, like cancelling that. We're still in lockdown. We're still in lockdown.
Yeah, I know. I completely agree. Agree. You got to give businesses like you know how central banks do it. They give forward guidance. You should try to give businesses forward guidance, I think. But
that's a good point.
I saw some. I think it was the Telegraph reporting it a couple of days ago that he was going to extend the furlough.
Oh, okay.
So I think they probably will. But yeah, like we're saying, why not just say it now to alleviate the uncertainty?
It's true.
Save some jobs.
Exactly. That's it. Save some jobs. Exactly. But it doesn't matter to these big buffoons, my bro. They're fine. You know, they're right with their salaries and all expenses paid for everything. The big buffoons.
I know. That's the annoying thing, isn't it? Politicians all over the world can order these lockdowns. All these people lose their jobs, and it doesn't affect the politicians at all.
No. It's all right for them.
Yeah.
It's all right for them. And I don't know if you ever see it, but you know Piers Morgan, right?
Yeah.
I love how, you know, we get like, you know, the health secretary or the health minister and all of these people onto the Good Morning Show or the Morning Show, whatever it's called. And Piers just goes in, just says what everyone else is thinking. And he grills them. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. You know,
like, some of them are like almost crying and shit.
I know. Some of them like walk out of the interviews and stuff. Yeah. This is my prediction. I mean, loads of people are predicting this for a while, but he's going to try and become the prime minister, I think.
You reckon?
Yeah. He's setting himself up.
That would be interesting. That's a good shout. I would like to see that. I'd like to see that a lot.
Because he's buddies with Trump, and he's always kind of maybe not in terms of agreeing with Trump's politics, but like he's going to try and follow in those footsteps, I think. So
so he's definitely going to be a Tory then, isn't he? He's going to be a Tory.
Yeah, I think that he probably would be a Tory.
Realistically,
he's not going to be Labour.
Nah, definitely not. Wow, I like the sound of that though. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see.
See how he does. He might do all right.
Exactly. That's it. Nice, man. What else has happened in the markets, my dudes?
Oh man, I don't know. I think we've pretty much covered everything, to be honest. Like
I think so.
It's
quieting down quite a bit, like particularly today as well, didn't it? Really.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a lot of news flow this week and a lot of data at all.
Nah, that CPI data out of the US was quite interesting. Still a bit soft.
Still soft. Dollar negative.
Yeah, it was dollar negative at the time, but inflation's going to pick up, and everybody knows it, so it's kind of
especially
it doesn't really matter.
Stimulus. Yeah,
exactly.
Next week is a very, very busy one. I was just pulling up the calendar here. Man, we've got loads. We've got like manufacturing services PMIs from like Europe, US, UK. We've got like retail sales data from UK and Canada. It's like
and Australia,
jobs, everything. Man, it's a big week.
And all the central bank minutes I'm just seeing as well, for FOMC minutes, ECB minutes, and RBA minutes.
Man, that's nuts.
Yeah,
that's a busy one.
I love these weeks though. I love it.
I hope like we, well, probably not. I was going to say break out of this consolidation, but probably not. Still, things are going to be just a little bit, but I'm looking for more dollar weakness. Next week to hopefully resume that downside.
Maybe test some of those recent lows.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
That'd be nice.
Nice, dude. All right, Joe. I think that's pretty much it then, my brother. That's up. Stay lit, baby.
See you later, bro.